Oops, let's see here. Do we have someone in the courtroom?
I believe that's Mr. Wahaldo, Your Honor.
Okay, so we're just waiting for the defense attorneys.
Correct. Mr. Nickel is out in the hallway or somewhere speaking with Mr. Goss, who showed up.
Okay.
Oh, just kidding. He's right there.
Okay, Mr. Nickel, Mr. Goss showed up.
He did.
Okay, is he sitting next to you now?
Yes, he is.
Okay, we can go on the record on his matter first. Let's see. We're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Corey Goss. File number is 20-03696 FY. Council appearance.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Assistant Prosecuting Attorney Melanie Smith on behalf of the people.
And Assistant Public Defender Scott Nickel on behalf of Mr. Goss, standing in for assigned counsel John Abbott.
Okay, today was the date set for a probable cause conference. This matter is scheduled for, or was scheduled for preliminary examination December 2nd at 8:30 in the morning. However, due to a court conflict, I've moved it to December 1st at 8:30 in the morning. Is there an objection to the resetting of that date?
Not from the people.
Not from the defense.
Okay, anything we need to address while we're on the record today, or are we just continuing to examine?
Your Honor, the people have made a misdemeanor plea offer on this file. That would be a larceny, $200 to $1,000 with restitution to the victim. I'm not sure of that exact amount at this time, but I can make that. I can send that in writing to Mr. Abbott. But yes, other than unless the defendant wanted to plead today, we would be asking that this be set for exam.
And Your Honor, we would be asking that it be left set. I've had conversations with Mr. Goss, but I think it'd be good for him to have an opportunity to review the police report and have a conversation with Mr. Abbott. And I will put notes in so Mr. Abbott lets prosecutor in the court know early next week, once he's able to speak with Mr. Goss, how the matter will be handled next Thursday.
Okay, sounds good. We'll note that an offer has been extended and that we'll continue to examine at this time. Again, that's set for December 1st, 2022 at 8:30 in the morning. We'll make sure he gets a copy of that notice today. Bond was set at 3,000 cash surety. That will continue. Any additional matters for the record today?
Nothing from the people, Your Honor.
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set today, Mr. Goss.
Okay. So I'm on set.
Yeah.
Hold on, Scott, I'm gonna give him the notice.
Will we do the numbers and I'm printing the copy of the police report?
Thanks.
No problem.
Okay, and Mr. Nickel, you're handling La Rosa as well?
Yes, and I will need to speak with Mr. Hernandez for us. So I'm gonna go find a room and hop into that.
Thanks, Scott. Who's handling Wahaldo? Because he's here.
Mr. Silverthorne was appointed. I just texted Mr. Silverthorne.
Mr. Bigelow, have you been able to get in contact with Mr. Silverthorne?
I have not, Judge. I sent an email with included Keith Watson and Mr. Cornish as well, and I believe Ms. Smith also tried to get a hold of him via text. There was nothing.
Yeah,
Oh.
I texted him. I'll call Keith right now.
Thank you.
Mr. Nickel, were you all set?
Yes, we are all set.
Try to bring him back.
Mr. Watson is going to call into Zoom here as soon as he is in his office. He's walking in right now.
Excellent. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Retrain, there you go. Is it- I think she can hear you. I don't think you're muted, so.
I can hear you.
Okay, good. I'm gonna walk away.
Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Luis Hernandez LaRosa. File number is 22-01718 FY. Council appearance.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Assistant Prosecuting Attorney Melanie Smith on behalf of the people.
And Assistant Public Defender Scott Nickel on behalf of Mr. Hernandez LaRosa.
Okay, today was the date that was scheduled for a probable cause conference. This matter was scheduled for preliminary examination on December 2nd at 9:30 due to a scheduling conflict. Where I was rescheduling this for December 1st at 10 a.m. Is there a objection to that time for rescheduling?
For the people, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Okay, and so are we continuing to examine? Do we need to address anything while we're on the record today?
Your Honor, the people have made a plea offer where defendant would plead guilty to one count of resisting and obstructing, dismissing the second count. The defendant must take this plea offer in the district court or otherwise we can proceed to exam.
Okay,
And Mr. Hernandez LaRosa would be requesting the matter continue to examine at this time. He would like an opportunity to review the police report and the body cam video on this incident. And then I will let the prosecutor know if his position on the offer changes.
okay, very good. And you received body cam already?
I do have the body cam footage and I will work on sharing that with Mr. LaRosa as soon as possible.
Okay, very good. So this matter will continue to exam. It's going to be scheduled again on December 1st. That's going to be at 10 o'clock in the morning in person at the court. Does Mr. Hernandez LaRosa have any questions today?
No, ma'am.
Okay, bond was set at 2,000 personal recognizance. That will continue. Any additional matters for the record?
None from the people, Your Honor. Thank you.
None from the defense, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. You're all set.
And you're good to log off, Mr. Hernandez LaRosa.
Yeah, get off. You're done.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day, sir.
Have a good one.
I got one. How do you get two? How do you get two charges like that?
That's a lie.
Judge, I just got a substitution of attorney for Mr. Wahado's case. It's Mr. Silverthorne subbing out for Mr. Carter.
For whom?
Mr. Wahad though?
You said Mr. Silverthorne is subbing out?
Mr. Carter just gave me a substitution of attorney.
Okay,
For
well,
his case.
Mr. Carter, he's still in the building?
No,
Okay, someone's got to go on the record for the timeline, I believe. And Andres Morgan is continuing to exam, correct?
Correct. Okay, I just got an email, looks like Mr. Bigelow is on it as well from Mr. Cornish that says, I have conflicted this case out to Attorney David Carter. He will send over a substitution, which it sounds like has been received, but Mr. Watson is on his way into a Zoom to help us execute a timeline waiver.
Okay, sounds good.
Everybody have a good Thanksgiving.
Same
Thank you,
to
Scott.
I'll have her sign up, bring it back down to you next.
well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Good afternoon, Mr. Watson.
Your Honor, good afternoon, and thank you, Ms. Smith, for contacting me on my cell just a few minutes ago. I just arrived back at the building of the office. I understand that there's a situation concerning with Mr. Wahaldo's case.
Yeah, let me call the case first. We're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Michael Wahaldo. File number is 22-02328 FY. Appearances for the record.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Assistant Prosecuting Attorney Melanie Smith on behalf of the people.
Your Honor, good morning. Good afternoon, rather. My name is Keith Watson. I am the public defender for Ingham County. I appear on behalf of the office today, considering a conflict issue related to Mr. Wahaldo's case, and I'd be very pleased to inform the court as to the progress that's been made.
Okay, it is my understanding that Mr. Carter has already provided a substitution of attorney. He'll be taking over this case, correct?
That's my understanding.
Okay, and so we just needed someone to log in because this matter is scheduled for preliminary examination at this point, December 1st, 2022 at 10:30 in the morning. And so I don't believe Mr. Wahaldo had an opportunity to be advised of his right to have his exam within 21 days of his arraignment, which made it be scheduled for the 1st, but because he has conflict counsel, he needs to understand now that we have to go beyond that 21-day timeline to allow his new attorney to get discovery matters and prepare and help assist prepare for his defense. Mr. Wahaldo, can you hear us clearly, sir?
Oh, yes, I hear you very clear.
Okay, very good. Okay, so you understand the right to have your examination within 21 days of your arraignment date?
Yes, ma'am.
You do understand that although you were originally appointed Mr. Silverthorne to be representing you, that there was a conflict within the office, and so they needed to find conflict counsel to properly handle your matter. And so now you're going to be represented by Mr. Carter. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and you've not had an opportunity to talk to him, nor has he had an opportunity to even get discovery because he literally just submitted a substitution, which I need to review and sign. So because of that, the court's going to find good cause to go beyond the 21 days timeline. You're going to get a new date for your examination. Okay, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have any questions today?
No, none other than the ones I had beforehand, but like you said, I need to discuss these things and have things provided for me, with my lawyer present, so
Correct.
let's just get that new date.
Okay, sounds good. So, and those questions may probably be more appropriately addressed by your attorney and not by the court. We'll get you a new date now, Mr. Bigelow. Oh, and there's Mr. Carter.
December 16th at 9 AM if it works for Mr. Carter.
Well, okay, he's logging in now. We did reset another matter for him for December 16th at 9 AM, so I'm inclined to believe this would work as well. Good afternoon, Mr. Carter. Can you hear us?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Thank you. We are on the record now on Mr. Wahaldo's matter. We did receive your substitution. I've explained to him his right to have his exam within 21 days. And the court has found good cause to go beyond that timeline. We were just looking to set it on December 16th at 9 AM. Is that okay?
That'll
for you?
work.
Okay, we will do that. Did you need to speak with them at all today?
It would be a great opportunity if the court doesn't mind for me to go into a breakout room if he's incarcerated.
He is, actually, this is the last matter, so after this, I'm gonna log off, so if he can even stay in the courtroom, to be honest with you, nonetheless.
Your Honor, if I could just put one thing on the record now that Mr. Carter is here. Mr. Wahaldo does also have a, last I checked, which was a couple days ago, a bench warrant, but he might now have already been arraigned for a malicious destruction of property, fire or police property in the 55th District Court. So I would assume that the Public Defender's Office will be conflicting that out to Mr. Carter as well. So I just want to make sure that he was aware there is that second file here in the county.
Very good. Okay, and so December 16th will be the new date for the preliminary examination on this matter. Bond was set at 75,000 cash surety. That will continue. Any additional matters for the record today?
None, Your Honor. Mr. Carter, if you have any trouble getting discovery on either matter, please let me know.
I sure will. Thank you.
Okay, I guess there's no matters from the,
I'd like to speak with my attorney. Thank you, Your Honor, Ms. Simmons.
no problem. And thank you, Mr. Watson, for being available to assist us.
I was very pleased to do so, and thank you, Mr. Carter, for taking this conflict case. We'll get a hold of you concerning the 55th District Court case as well, see whether or not that's something that you may be able to take on. Okay?
All right.
We'll
Thank you.
discuss that at another time. And Ms. Smith, thank you very much for bringing this to my attention and for your quick action today as well.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. It was my pleasure to see you.
Thank
Everybody
you.
have a happy
Thank you.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Happy
Thank you. You
Thanksgiving.
too.
Thank you. Thank you, Shelley. We're off the record.